Finally, football season is coming close. Are you guys excited?
Beyond excited.
Oh, let's go.
I mean,
My
basketball's
favorite time of the
wrapping
year,
up.
dude.
Basketball's wrapping up, so now it's time to get into some fantasy football.
How many days out? We're like 70 days, 60 days out?
69, I think.
Oh, nice number.
Somewhere around there. Well, no, it's closer now.
Yeah.
But episode 88, Say It Aloud Sports. Let's get this started. This week we're doing quarterbacks. We got some questions to answer. Next week we're going to do running backs, and then the following week we're doing wide receiver, tight ends. We'll answer some questions, give you our takes, and we'll see how we do at the end of the year. I think last year we did pretty good.
We did great.
Yeah.
Darren Waller. I mean, we also yes, we will have our Say It Aloud Sports Fantasy Football League.
What? Returning champ in the house.
I feel like we got to do a top, one of these episodes, a top 5 sleeper. Like, your top 5 best sleepers.
Yeah, we'll do a wrap up after this 3-part series. As we get closer, maybe the week before we'll do like a sleeper episode and shit like that.
We got to do.
Just
we got to do a Say It Out Loud.
Just so I can
draft
handpick and snipe all your guys.
We should do that live.
Yeah. We should do a live.
Not live. There's going to be
we'll do
12 people.
We'll do an episode.
But we'll do an episode recap and draft. We'll post the draft results, but that'll be a little bit closer. And we'll do. Obviously, we got to break down all of our season predictions and all that. So we're getting football heavy. It'll be fun. But yeah, let's get into this. First thing, we're going to do a game. I'm going to give you a total. We're going to do over-under, and you guys can pick. So, number 1, Ryan Tannehill, 45 total touchdowns. Last year he had 40. There's an extra game this year, so his pace puts him at 42.5. Over-under 45 total touchdowns. You going over?
Over. All day. Tannehill.
Tannehill for
100%.
president or what?
Yes.
Damn, loves Ryan Tannehill.
Tannehill for president this year.
That's a tough number.
You hate Tannehill.
So we got Julio Jones,
You're
obviously,
going
coming
to
in.
just shred him all year long.
A.J. Brown.
It's
Henry.
Here we go.
Total touchdowns?
Total touchdowns. So he had 7 rushing and 33 passing last year for 40. So with
I'm going to go over.
How can you
I'm going to
not?
go over because I think he's going to steal some Henry touchdowns.
More than 7?
Oh, man.
Dude, that's 7 last year.
Tannehill's been an absolute monster in Tennessee, and he doesn't get no credit for it.
He gets too much credit.
No, he doesn't.
He's getting a lot of credit.
You want me to pull some numbers? Give you.
I know his numbers.
I'm going to
he's
give you a
good.
random. I'm going to give you a random quarterback, and I'm going to give you Tannehill's numbers.
No, I already seen these.
Yeah. Who's he better than?
He's like 12th in the league.
Okay, whose numbers is better? Him or the guy that's won
You're strictly
MVPs?
going off numbers again. If that's the case, Justin Herbert is like top 3 quarterback in the league. This fool
How?
broke
He threw like 34 touchdowns.
Yeah, he also
have-
broke
he
the
didn't have
he broke the
40?
NFL rookie record for fucking yards.
He sure did.
That's
He did
fine.
that.
He's going to have that
I'm just-
sophomore slump and throw the most interceptions in the league.
We'll see.
don't
We'll see.
disrespect
We're talking about Ryan Tannehill
He lost
here.
his best receiver.
Over or under 45 touchdowns.
Under.
What's going on right now? I hate football season for this
Going
reason.
under.
It says
I'm going to go over.
you're going
That's
over.
It. Yeah,
I'm going under. He's not getting 45.
He's going to have 44.
Even if he does what he did last year, he's only on pace
So
for 42.
who were the top? I mean, how many quarterbacks threw for over 45 last year? Do we know that?
through?
That would be
Nobody threw.
yeah.
Nobody
Nobody
threw
threw.
for over 40. I think the
And won.
leading
Or
was
what? You know, what I mean.
40.
48, I thought was the leader.
What did Aaron Rodgers have? 43
48. 48 and 5, I believe.
for Rodgers.
Yeah, touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
I guess
40 he had
45 is a
48
lot.
touchdowns. Russell Wilson and Tom Brady had 40. Mahomes 38. Mahomes also missed some
All
time.
right. 45 is a little astronomical.
So even if he has
Well, there's
7,
an extra game this year.
Yeah, if he has 7,
He's not
say
throwing
he has
7
7.
in a game.
So his
might.
pace
He
his
might.
pace last year was 42 and a
So
half.
it's thrown to Julio and AJ Brown. He might throw.
So if he has
a
a similar season, he might be able to get that. I'm saying under. I just think
44.
they got they added Josh Reynolds from the Rams
Yep.
to be the third wideout.
All right.
say
If I were
44.
to bet it, I would say under.
Yeah.
I want to say over just because I'm really high on.
I hope
Tannehill,
he's over.
but
Oh,
I want to be a realist and say
He might steal a few from Henry when they get
few
3
more?
wide receivers and from the
They
2
did
yard
get
line.
Josh
I should have
Reynolds.
just
though.
went. I don't think he's going over 7 rushing touchdowns again. All right,
He's got the wheels though. He's got the wheels.
he's a little mobile. Aaron Rodgers.
He's a little mobile.
Aaron Rodgers.
He's a little
Game
mobile.
started for the Packers. 15 and a half.
Under.
Man.
I gave him the under
gonna
the
say
one
under.
because if they're you got under also?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking under. With COVID, the
The
protocols.
Packers
like,
have zero respect for him. So him not
And
coming
the
to
drama.
mandatory minicamps,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like,
I think
okay,
that
well,
whole
we're moving on.
situation, that whole situation with him,
The
and
Packers are stupid. Do whatever the
kinda
dude
scary.
wants.
Yeah.
Do what he wants. He's a generational player. Just do what he wants.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
he's
botched
carried a franchise that has no desire to help him
Right.
and won a ton of games.
I don't
But
know.
they're the type of guys that were like, okay, well, he's not showing up. We're going to move on. Bryce Love's this god now,
Jordan Love.
or Jordan Love, yeah.
I think he starts the season. I just don't know if he gets through.
I don't think
like
he
there's
does.
an injury problem. Like he could get hurt. He could get.
Well, that's the thing. If he
COVID.
doesn't go to mini camps
He
or
could get-
anything like that, and he
they
just
could
starts
be-
the game,
they could be
he's gonna get
7-5 or 6-6, and they're just
they move
causing
on.
more problems. And I just think he misses at least 2 games. But if he starts all 17, I think the Packers probably win that division. I don't think that division's the Vikings, the Lions, and the
Bears.
Bears.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All right, so we're all
Vikings,
going
Lions, the
under
Bears, oh my.
15.5. Justin Herbert. So last year he was on pace because he only played 15 games out of the 16. His pace was 4,914 yards if he played 17 games. So I'm saying 4,900 yards over under.
Under. He lost his number one target.
Yeah. I'm going to say over this year.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going.
going to say over.
I like the over.
Did they draft a tight end?
They got Jared Cook. I believe.
Cookie Monster?
They got
What do you
Cook.
mean?
Lose Hunter Henry to get Jared Cook?
He's not the black unicorn?
Eckler missed a lot of time last year. Eckler's back. They still don't have a running back, so they're going to be slinging it all over the field. They still got Keenan Allen and
Keenan
Mike
Allen.
Williams.
Isn't Eckler a running back?
That's
Yeah,
the
but
big the key
Catches
thing.
like 800 yards. What do you mean? No, but they're not going to hand it off. He's a screen back. They're going to throw a ton. They're playing against Kansas City. Oh, Vegas.
Right, you got to score.
They're going
You
to have to score a lot of points. 4,900. It's 289 yards
The
a game.
big thing with them is can the receivers stay healthy this year?
Well,
That's always their problem.
Yeah.
Mike Williams is always getting hurt.
Last year he
Keenan
balled.
Allen's always getting hurt.
There
Yeah,
wasn't
I
a
mean,
lot
they
of
always
film on
play
him.
well, but
Now they can kind of game plan.
But they have those deep threats. Who's the guys you don't know? Like Jalen Guyton.
right, Guyton's nice.
Mike Williams?
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, he's deep. Cook, he can stretch the field. I don't mind it.
Cook always is a disappointment.
He's a lot better than Hunter Henry.
And
Hunter
we're
Henry
talking
couldn't
fantasy
stay
football.
healthy.
We're talking
Yeah.
fantasy football. The Jared Cook's
Play
always a
5 games
disappointment.
and get hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, like it's
So, but 4,900 yards, I think that's doable for sure. If he has a similar season to last year, I'll get that. Kyler Murray, rushing touchdowns, 8.5.
under.
What did he get last year?
He had 4 his rookie year. He had 11 last year.
He's going under.
Oh.
And
Keep
he
him
had,
healthy.
And he
They
had
have AJ Green now.
1 in the last 7 games last year.
Yeah, I'm going to go with under.
You got to keep him healthy.
Yeah.
You got to tell him, hey, bro.
I'm going to say he's going to throw the ball more.
Although he's smart when he does run the ball, he was the least hit quarterback when he ran the ball. He had that one game he ran it like 12 times. He got hit 1 time.
Yeah, I think the under. I think it's
gets out of
somewhere around
bounds.
6-7.
I think.
But
he goes under.
but I think with AJ Green coming over,
I think they try to
and they
tell us
got
they wanna
James
keep-
Conner down for the goal line area. I think
keep him
the
healthy.
under. All right, this will be your favorite one. Tim Tebow snaps at quarterback. Over under 4.5.
Over. There's
Bobby
gadget
thinks
plays.
he's going to be the starting quarterback by
No,
week
he's not going to
5.
start. He's not going to start. I mean, Trevor Lawrence goes down, then yeah, Tim Tebow's in.
He's not even on the depth chart at quarterback. You think he's just
No,
gonna
but okay,
start?
you don't think there's goal line options where
No,
he's getting direct snaps?
I think it's going to go over.
Way over.
What do you think the touchdown total should be?
4.5.
So you think I said 5? I think he gets 5 touchdowns this year total.
I think he does. I think he goes over 4.5. I think he probably has like 7 or 8.
I know. I'm going to go under.
So I'm talking
What?
snaps.
Yeah.
4.5 snaps. You don't think he
At
gets
That's the
quarterback.
quarterback position.
he has to play quarterback
He's getting
He's
at least
50-50
4.5. Dude,
to make
He's
the team.
50-50 right
First
now to
and
make
goal?
the team.
First
you
and
think they're
goal?
just going to work him into the
first and goal, Trevor Lawrence ain't even on the
If he makes
field.
the team, I could see it, but I really no, I don't. I'm going to say under.
First and goal, Trevor Lawrence ain't even on the field. From the 1, it's a Tim Tebow direct snap, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that page. If he makes the team, I think he gets at least 4.5
Because then
snaps.
he can throw it, run it.
You think they
He can
want to
kick
deal
it.
with
He can do whatever he wants.
Tebow
dude.
mania? 100%. Huh? They want Tebow mania.
The Jaguars?
Yeah,
They
to
should.
take a little bit off Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes the spotlight off.
I could see that. All right, I'll change my answer.
There is
all right,
packages
you guys
for Tim
convinced me.
Tebow to take.
Well, you guys
snaps,
convinced
I
me.
promise.
No, that
I
makes
think you make a
sense.
valid point. If
You
he
should.
makes the team.
My thing,
But
is
he has to make the team.
There is over under snaps of Trevor Lawrence wind up at wide receiver. 5.
The
You
what?
don't remember these? The gadget plays where like Joe Flacco's lined up at wide
Yeah.
receiver. How many over under 4 of Trevor Lawrence lined up wide out?
Over under.
Yeah, over under 4 that he lines up at wide receiver.
I think it'd be
He's
under.
just making
No,
his
it's
own
over.
things up right now.
No, I
His
think
own
that'd be
bets.
under. Because if Tebow comes in, I don't think Lawrence is staying in the game. I think.
Oh, he's going to wideout.
No, I think it's goal line situation. There's no wide receivers.
So they're guaranteed Tim Tebow's throwing it to himself most
Oh,
of
he's
the
just
time.
running it up the middle.
I hope he throws it to himself.
That's not allowed.
Yeah, you can.
No, and remember this one?
That's
We were
not-
sitting there the other night, and he said, "I guarantee you this year, Tim Tebow throws one to
Tim
himself because he's
Yeah.
going to throw it. It's going to get hit off somebody's helmet, and he's going to catch it and fall in for a
He's
touchdown."
going to run it in. He'll throw it
Literally.
to himself, dude. Guaranteed.
It's a
gets 2
foregone
touchdowns?
conclusion.
Dude,
from
only
Bobby.
player in
That's
NFL
gonna
history to
happen.
throw a touchdown, rush a touchdown, and catch a touchdown thrown by himself in an NFL game. This is locking in, dude. This is Tim
is a real
Tebow we're
thing.
talking about. We're talking about Tim Tebow.
This is why you're on Say It Out Loud
Yes,
Sports.
we're talking about Tim Tebow.
He's saying it out loud.
Yes.
Number one.
If
bet.
any
This
player
is one that
does
should
it-
be said in your head. It sounds good in your head, but if you said it out, it sounds
if there's
stupid.
any player in NFL history that can pull it off, who is it?
Well, Mariota did it.
He didn't do it like Tim Tebow's going to do
He threw
it.
it off the guy's helmet.
I
Well,
promise,
it's the
dude.
same.
No.
He's
just
going to
gonna-
do it with style and grace.
Tim's going to do it left-handed.
All right. I had to get some. He is.
He's left-handed.
You do realize you're out of control.
Oh, dude, stop. Just put Tim Tebow locked in your fucking big board at like 9. Just lock it in,
quarterback.
dude.
Yeah.
You thought Taysom Hill was good at tight end? Wait and see. Wait and see, big dog. Taysom Hill's he's gonna be out of a job.
All right, let's get to the real quarterbacks. We're using Yahoo rankings. Who's a guy outside the top 20 that you got finishing top 10? That you could see.
I got Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
He's 22.
no.
He easily could finish in the top 10.
What scenario? Do you think the running backs have to get hurt, or you just think
No, I think OBJ
With the
will be
play
back.
action.
Landry, I think Baker Mayfield's their guy. He's throwing the football.
yeah,
Like I don't see how.
it would be one hell of a step up because they run the ball so much. It's hard for him because you look at guys like Herbert
Right.
that they just sling the ball. Cleveland's more balanced, but I could see it. He had games where he had 5 touchdowns last year.
I feel like
That's what
they're
I'm
going
saying.
to run the ball every
22. I don't think there's 22 better quarterbacks than Baker Mayfield.
But fantasy wise,
Fantasy. I mean,
that's what.
he's got a.
It's possible, but-
they throw it a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like he's off my board.
What?
He's not on my board.
Who do you got?
Kirk Cousins. They have a good receiving group. Like you got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. They just got
Where's
rid
Kirk
of-
Cousins on your list? Outside the top 20?
Yeah,
Yeah, Cousins is like 20.
21.
He's 16 on mine.
I mean, he's got the receiving core, and then they just
Irv
got
Smith,
rid of
Rudolph, right?
got rid of Rudolph, got Irv Smith,
They got Thielen and Jefferson.
Cook?
and then they just who'd they draft? I
Cook
forget the guy's
receiving.
name, but he ran like a 4.3 40.
Is he a receiver?
Yeah, I forget.
You got
I forget my
Dalvin
number.
Cook's a little receiving threat. Also,
Yeah.
he's one of the better backs.
Third
Oh
downs.
yeah, here it is. Wait, what's his name? Amir Smith ran a 4.3.
Was he out of the
Amir Smith?
SEC?
Yeah,
Did he play in the SEC?
just saying, bro. Look out.
All right,
Kirk Cousins finishing in the top 10.
All right, I got Big Ben Roethlisberger.
You going Big Ben? Nobody
Big
went
Ben.
Derek Carr.
He's
Surprising
old.
to me.
He doesn't even finish the season.
That's
Derek Carr?
He's gonna get hurt.
Big,
Big
Ben,
Ben?
or Derek
Yeah.
Carr?
That's the only worry. I mean,
Big Ben's
health-
going to get hurt?
Yeah.
That fool doesn't get hurt.
Elaborate.
When's Big Ben get hurt?
This year, he's saying.
He's what? How many seasons he played? 15, 16? He's missed maybe
either-
20 games
Well,
total.
Yeah, he missed that one game where remember the whole season. Didn't he just miss a whole season?
that was it.
Mason
Only time
Rudolph's getting his head bashed in.
How
with
old
helmet.
is he?
Old.
He's old.
What's old? 39?
No, he's gonna be 40.
He's not Tom Brady, dude. It's not. He doesn't take care of his body. But so back to why I think the receivers are still dangerous. Juju, Deontay Johnson, obviously he has his drop problems, but Claypool's there. Najee Harris, I think, is going to be a beast.
I think he's gonna ball.
So he's 20. He finished as QB 14 last year, and they had a down season.
They
did.
started 12-0
I mean, for his
passing game wise.
yeah, like he didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't all
Juju
on him.
wasn't that great last year.
Yeah, Juju. He was.
I think
more,
he had
was,
one game with 100 receiving yards.
He was more focused on his TikToks.
Yeah, he was dancing on the
Right.
dancing on the 50.
But yeah, no, he still has crazy weapons. I think he's ranked 21 going into this season. I think he can finish top 10.
Where'd Kirk Cousins finish last year?
I don't
I should have
know.
looked that
Probably
up.
12.
I was gonna look that up, but I didn't.
I feel like he was. I don't know. I feel like he was like 10 or 12. Justin Jefferson had a monster year.
I feel like he's
Thielen had a monster
really
year.
low.
Irv Smith played
there.
great.
Top 10 that'll finish outside the top 20.
Justin Herbert.
Then he just falls off.
Sophomore slump. They'll have it. People have game film on you now.
So Jalen Hurts too.
No, Jalen Hurts didn't play enough.
That's what I got. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Shit,
so we're
guys
just
you're hating on the guy.
So
who's
the
winning
one
the
guy-
MVP.
I was just bringing it up because you.
Justin Hurts played almost a whole season.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts played 4 games.
Okay, so his sophomore slump.
It could be Aaron Rodgers though.
Rodgers is up
That's
there.
intriguing. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers.
It's hard
The
to
only
say,
way
like,
Aaron Rodgers falls
that-
out is if he doesn't play.
that
Right.
top 10 is.
But that's
pretty
the point.
That top 10.
It's hard to find someone.
Right.
Mine's Kyler Murray.
I could see that.
I
Falling
think,
out?
yeah,
That's your guy.
that is my guy. But I think with his, I don't think his passing game is as tuned up as like Herbert. He likes the short, high completion percentage.
I think he uses his legs.
He would throw. I mean, obviously the rushing totals. If he has 11 rushing touchdowns again, then he's going to finish top 5.
Right.
But if he's small, I think his rushing
But
numbers
if it's
decline a lot.
rushing, then his passing, you're saying they won't increase.
No, because he does that short passing game. I think they're going to run a little bit more. That's why they went out and got Connor. AJ Green's a good threat, but I think
Kingsbury's got to.
I don't think he's going to have the
together.
rushing numbers that he had last year by far. I think he falls back by like 6 rushing touchdowns. I think he has 5 or 6 around there.
Well, you got to protect him. Don't let him get hurt.
And then his short completion. He throws 40 times a game. So he has like 200 yards because he throws like 5-yard passes.
Or dumps it down.
Lets Hopkins do the work. So I don't know, and I think their defense is going to be better.
What
So it's
wide
going to be
receiver?
less.
They got
shootouts.
AJ Green, right?
They got Green. They got Kirk.
I mean, AJ wasn't great.
I think he's going to be good.
I think he comes back, but I think he was off so long, and he had to get back into like NFL game ready. And then since he just didn't have it,
He'll be good.
But, and then
he was catching balls with a foot out of bounds.
He won't be
Like, he's
AJ
just gotta-
Green of AJ.
And he's in that, and not to mention he's in that division with Seattle, the Rams,
Right.
the 49ers. Tough divisions. He could have some.
Dude's got Jalen Ramsey.
The last 7
I
games.
mean, Ramsey won't guard him. He'll guard Hopkins.
But I'm just saying, the last 7 games, he had 1 rushing touchdown. If that carries over into this year, he's going to get 3 or 4, and then if his
that
passing
also
numbers,
didn't the Cardinals lose like
they've lost
9 of the last 10?
I'm really surprised Bobby didn't pick Dak Prescott. I mean, he's coming off injury.
That's
Yeah,
a
but
guy.
they're gonna
a top 10 guy that's going to fall out. I thought 100% Bobby
Yeah.
was going to say
I
Dak
didn't
Prescott.
because
he's going to stay in there.
No, it's just
And he's going to end up in the
they're
top
gonna
5.
Ezekiel Elliott's gonna bail him out every time on play action. That's what Dak Prescott excels at.
Yeah, but
because Zeke bails him out.
Fantasy football.
That's what do you mean?
I'm just saying.
I thought you would pick him just because of the injury. I thought you said his foot was going to fall off again.
We'll see if he even plays.
Well, then he would fall out.
Yeah, well,
Because you're out.
no.
That
Who'd
was
you
my
pick?
point.
Who'd you pick?
Herbert.
Rookie, Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson? It's all about situation here, but
Yeah, it's
game
very
planning stuff.
situational.
Trevor Lawrence probably
everybody
has
in
the better,
America is saying Trevor Lawrence.
that is the better option. I think
fantasy.
he's probably in a better situation. The Jets are in. It doesn't matter who's there; they're in shambles.
I want to say Zach Wilson, but
He doesn't. He's not going to have the opportunity.
Wilson.
Yeah, it's like every other quarterback that goes there. Who is their head coach still? Adam Gase.
No,
Who's their head coach?
the dude Saleh from the 49ers.
Defensive minded
so
head coach.
who's he throwing it to this year? James Crowder,
So you got Crowder, Mims, Corey Davis,
Mims.
and
Mims was hurt a lot last year, so
and
he's
Elijah Moore from college.
yeah.
He doesn't have a bona fide number one.
Elijah Moore's a beast.
He's not a bona
But-
fide number
and the
one.
Jags-
And Mims was hurt all year too.
Yeah.
and he's
None of
nice.
those guys
out
are
of Baylor,
a
right?
wide receiver one though.
And then
I guess with
I'm really
Robert
high on-
Saleh, defensive
but-
minded head coach, the offense is going to be more. Don't turn it over.
I'm
Run
gonna
it.
go. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Zach Wilson finishes higher in fantasy than Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, I like
I like Trevor.
I like Wilson also. Well, not just because of Tebow's going to steal touches inside the goal line,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like the wide receivers Davis, Mims, Crowder more. I know Chark's good. Marvin Jones was really good with Stafford. But their third guy Chenault, I like the Jags running backs more also. So they're going to like James. They have James Robinson and Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
So I think they'll run the ball a little bit more.
Play action.
And that play action threat. I don't know.
Tebow.
I know
Tebow
it's
right down
tough.
the seat.
It's
Play
tough.
action.
I want to say Lawrence, but
Play action.
I
Tebow down the
I think
seat.
Wilson might be the better quarterback.
You think Zach Wilson's a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence?
I think he might be.
He might be.
That's just my opinion. I think he might be.
Wilson.
Not that I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
Zach Wilson's got less pressure to play
perform.
well.
I don't know. He's in New York.
Yeah, I get this, but he's got less.
He's going to get. If he plays
Trevor Lawrence is been talked about as the best quarterback in college football for 3 years. He was a number 1 pick 3 years ago when he got here.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a lot of pressure to play great.
It's just
he's got to be Justin Herbert of last year, or
obviously
they're going to say no.
The scouts obviously do their work and said Lawrence is the guy, but he did play at Clemson. He had every weapon, every possible weapon you could have in the best program in college football. So
he's in,
So I mean, do you think both these teams air it out 45 plus times a game, 40, 45?
No, I think
I don't think they're going to.
You don't think they just hand them the freaking keys?
They won't break their confidence
to the franchise and say
they're going to throw it 25 to 30 max.
I don't know. It's a passing league. I think the Jets throw it more than the Jags, though.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's
the only thing I'm basing off is more passing attempts.
Because I think the Jags can. They're going to run.
Sam Darnold wasn't throwing it 40.
I feel like
he threw a lot. He just wasn't. When he's healthy, he was putting up decent numbers, but he threw a lot of interceptions.
Well, I mean, it's the Jets.
Ton.
You got to take risks when you're on the Jets.
We'll see. I think that I'm going Wilson. All right. Who's your top 3 quarterbacks?
Top 3 quarterbacks?
Top 3.
In any order? Don't have to name number 1, or do you have to
fantasy,
just top
fantasy
3
points wise?
Because I feel like
we're going.
They're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get, I mean, if you nail, I have some crazy ones. So you guys are gonna lose your mind.
I'll start with my number 3.
Who's that?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 3.
Okay.
Go ahead. Who's your 3?
So going in order, I got Russell Wilson coming in at number 3.
Number 3. Right.
He was your number 1 guy last year.
He was my number 1. No, I had Dak. Or no, it was Russell last year, and then But no, I would say Russell Wilson just because of that receiving core. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. I mean,
they don't really run.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle running the ball. Chris Carson, I don't think. Well, I know this isn't a running back thing, but I don't think he has anywhere near the years he's previously had. But I think Russell shines out this year.
I think they had to have improved their line. Remember, their line was just horrendous, and terrible. Russell Wilson was running for his life.
Running.
So I got Jalen Hurts at 3. I think he's going to put up a ton of his rushing numbers. I called Kyler Murray last year. Everybody looked at me crazy. I think Hurts is going to have that type of year where his rush. He's just the whole offense.
He's going to put a bunch of points.
I'm going to be targeting this dude in any league I'm in because I know the rushing totals are going to be there. If you get obviously health is the concern, but I think he's
so where's
similar to Kyler Murray.
Where's he projected 10th? Right?
I think it's 10. Yeah. So I have him 3. And then I'll do my 2. Number 2, I have Herbert. I think he's just going to put up 5,500 yards and
you're going some young guns.
Yeah, I think it's like the older guys. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Actually, go ahead. Who's your 2? It's a terrible take.
Jalen Hurts is number 2 for me. That's who I got.
Same
2
reasons.
I got Ryan Tannehill.
Everything's going to go through Jalen Hurts.
I'm pretty high on Tannehill. It could hurt me a lot, but
I got Tannehill's going to be top 5.
I think he's finishes top 5, but obviously I think he might even squeeze into that top 3 area for me for Tannehill. I mean,
if Julio stays healthy.
Julio stays healthy with all of his weapons, including Derrick Henry.
AJ Brown's
I think it's going to be tough to pass on him.
They have two bona fide number 1 wide receivers.
I don't even think he's outside the top 10. He's behind Jalen Hurts right now.
I think he's like 11 or 12, right?
11 or 12. So behind Jalen Hurts.
They're going to want him to stay
healthy. So
I
don't think it's much of a stretch. He finishes within the top 5. I could see him getting in the top 3, maybe even 2. Yeah. I'm pretty high on him.
Especially if he repeats the rushing.
Right.
He has 7-8 touchdowns.
They always has 7 or 8.
Derrick Henry still has 20.
They always seem to get down in games, and then somehow he wills them back into games.
Derrick Henry
just throwing bombs. You know what I mean? He's just
Derrick Henry wears defenses down.
Yeah, they're going to put 8 in the box. Or they're going to do.
Who knows? What do they do?
12 on the field every play.
I dare to put 6 in the box with Derrick Henry.
That's my number 2 guy. I think he finishes top 3 for sure.
All right, who's 1?
Number 1 for me is Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is number 1.
Off a little
I don't, dude. I think him and Diggs. I think his legs. I think he's going to be a monster in fantasy football.
Yeah, I have 1. I have Allen at 1 also.
Really?
I see Josh Allen just running away.
I feel like it's hard to go away from the consensus Patrick Mahomes. I think he
puts up that many.
I don't know, man. It's tough. He had like 20 dropped interceptions last year.
Yeah, this is true. But he's got Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill. He's got the same, and they improved on their offensive line too.
Yeah.
Well, they had
From
to.
the Super Bowl. Well, they were good for most of the year last year, and then
Eric Fisher was out basically most of the time, but they cut him.
I think
They went out and rebuilt the whole line.
they went out and got Orlando Brown.
That's what I'm saying. They went out and rebuilt their whole line.
So if he has
So if you're
protection,
drafting somebody, I mean, obviously, like if I'm not taking him first, like I'm just not the guy to take Patrick Mahomes in the first round. I wouldn't do that
Outside
because there's so many other guys I think that are going to be
like
close to Patrick
Tannehill.
Mahomes, like a Tannehill or whatever. Guys that
You
are in
don't
that-
reach to get him. You don't. But if you're like 12 or 10 in the draft, you can draft him.
you can.
Yeah.
I got Kyler Murray in like the 6th round.
I'm like you guys. I don't. there's no reason to reach for a quarterback there because
in that
there's
I'm a double
quarterbacks.
quarterback guy. I
Didn't
am.
you take Mahomes in the big league early, and you had all the before he blew up? Though.
Yeah.
So you got
this
him late,
was-
huh?
I got him late. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like you can always
To me,
sleep
the
on that 10 to
quarterbacks-
20 area and sleep on them and then like try and find that gem. You know what I mean? Like
Number one
a Kirk
quarterbacks
Cousins
are-
this year or, one of our
Kyler
guys
better
outside
than-
the top 20
I got
that
Murray
we think.
5th last year. I was dead set on Murray, and I got him in the 5th round.
Yeah.
And there was 7 or 8 guys.
But I'm not taking Patrick Mahomes where he's supposed to be drafted.
Yeah.
I don't either. I like.
But I think
'cause you
he
can
still
get a
finishes.
quarterback 2 rounds later. That's not much worse.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The good thing, Mahomes is like the safe bet though. Every week he's putting up 20 minimum.
Exactly.
Like I had Murray last year. There was games where he scored 3, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
because he would have.
Well,
80
I remember
yards
every
passing.
time at halftime he had 4, and then in
He'd
the
have-
second half he'd have 30.
Yeah,
I mean, but I don't see a big difference between Patrick Mahomes and somebody that's
Ryan
in the-
Tannehill.
Yeah.
You get Ryan Tannehill in the 3rd round, and he's got better numbers.
Somebody's going to put up the same exact number or close to the same numbers, if not better than Mahomes. But Mahomes is going to be there. He's going to be Mr. Consistent all year long for fantasy owners. So
If
that's what I
he
think.
plays, but I mean, last year's health is an issue.
Are we gonna have to rename this podcast to the Ryan Tannehill Show or something?
Dude,
You guys are
Tannehill's
going
a
nuts.
monster.
Oh yeah, last year we wanted a bet.
We all-
And
we- dude, we-
actually
we-
you did. I was like, it was
He's
a little
100
scary.
to 1. Tell me he didn't finish in the top 4.
Tannehill, he did not finish in the
What did
top 4.
What did he finish at? 5th?
MVP voting.
No,
I
He
don't
finished
know idea.
5th.
no. We'll look this up. We'll get back to you. but
Him
there's
and
no
Henry
way.
were both in the top 5. I promise.
No, dude, no
Stop.
way. Rodgers, who won it? Rodgers, right?
Rodgers won it. He was unanimous, I think.
Rodgers, Brady was probably ahead of Tannehill. Brady threw 40 touchdowns, led the Bucks. Like Tannehill did not. He did better than Tannehill expected. There's no way this guy was top 5.
How?
How? What do you mean? How?
Look at his numbers.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
how many total touchdowns does he have?
Derrick
40,
Hen-
40 total
I
touchdowns?
know, but he's got Derrick Henry on
11
the team.
interceptions. Threw for
No,
like 4,500 yards.
He balled out.
He's not top 5 in MVP.
I don't think he finished in top 5. You might be
I'm
right.
gonna
Look it up right now. We'll stay live on the air.
2020,
We'll stay on the air right
2020.
now. I gotta hear this.
2020 MVP
So hold
voting.
on. Your number 1 is still Josh Allen. Your
Yeah.
number 2.
Justin Herbert. Number
Herbert.
3 is Hurts.
I love how you're high on Herbert. It kind of scares me a little bit though.
What?
We mean I nailed Kyler Murray last year. Herbert's gonna have a monster year. I don't know if the Chargers are gonna be good. I know
I don't know
Herbert's
if
gonna
they're-
put up a ton.
I
of
don't know if they're going to be good, but they're going to sling the ball.
Tannehill finished ninth in touchdowns. He had 33. Deshaun Watson had 33 instead. Roethlisberger 33. Kirk Cousins 35. Josh Allen finished ahead of him for sure. Mahomes had 38 and 6, and he missed games. Tom Brady had 40. Russell Wilson has 40.
He was 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Derrick Henry was 3.
Okay. Case
All
closed.
right.
Case closed. Tannehill had a good year.
Do you
last
think
year.
he finishes ahead of that?
He
number
thinks
9 spot?
Tannehill's going to win the MVP. Oh, Hurts is winning MVP. Tannehill's probably second in his book.
Like reality. Realistically, that's what you think? Like,
You think
I
Tannehill's
think,
in the top 10?
Jalen Hurts wins the MVP.
No, realistically.
Realistically, I think he wins MVP.
The Eagles are just going are the Eagles going undefeated?
We're going to win like
sounds good in your head.
15,
12,
Say it
12 or
out
13
loud.
games.
And Hurts wins MVP.
Do you ever
Yeah.
re-listen to this podcast?
Yeah, all the time, bro.
most valuable?
And you
Well,
go,
I mean,
man,
we're talking fantasy
do-
football,
hey,
and I'm
do
pretty
you
sure
ever
I'm the
go,
champ.
man,
Right now, we're talking.
you know, that
real
really
life
sounded good
MVP.
in my head until I said it out loud, and then now I'm like, shit, I should have never said that.
I got to get Tony Tucker back. MVP, Jalen Hurts.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Well, if it happens, then this fool's the only one in America to pick him.
The only one in
Him
America.
and Jalen Hurts might be the only two.
What do you mean? You just had him number 2 in fantasy football.
Fantasy football is different than league MVP. I'm talking league MVP.
Statistics crossover.
Kind of.
A little bit.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, if he puts up 48-5.
Well, we're winning the division easily.
I can't wait till we do the NFL division breakdown.
Oh, my Lord, bro.
Are the Eagles winning the Super Bowl?
Most likely, yes. Most likely, yes.
I love his face right now. I
It
wish
is
we
crazy.
need to put video on this thing
Yeah,
because his
that's-
face is super convincing.
He's
If you-
convinced every year.
Well, who do you got winning the Super Bowl?
I don't
Niners?
even know yet.
You got the Niners?
I think they have a far better chance than the Eagles, that's for sure.
In that division, you got?
Yeah, they got a great receiving core.
The Niners, dude, they had
Everything. I love everything. About the
26
Niners. I'm
players.
starting
They had like 30 people hurt last year.
So does the Patriots.
starting
You don't
to-
got them anywhere near your, top 5?
No, the Patriots are terrible.
surprised you didn't say Bucks.
Belichick's a fraud.
Bucks are.
Belichick's
Bucks are probably. If I had to pick right now, I'm taking the Bucks. Belichick is a fraud. He's the
I said
biggest
it
fraud of the
I took
past
the Bucks
20
all
years.
year last year. I took the Bucks all year last year. Even
Yeah,
when
no.
they were 7-5,
Yeah, I
everybody
know.
was hating on me.
We
I
bet it.
stuck with them. We bet it a bunch.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Well, you're not going to not stick with them, right?
Well, dude, it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He plays in like Super Bowl every year
So Tom Brady's losing to the Eagles.
in the NFC title game.
Yeah, I love it.
It's happened
So
before.
that'll be it. Tom rides off into the sunset.
All right, that's it. We'll be back next week, the running backs, and then the week after with the receivers.
There we go.
Say it aloud.